My name is Vassilis Petsinis. I'm an associate professor of political science at Corvinus University in Budapest, Hungary, and my report concentrated on Croatia and the attempts by the parties of the National Conservative and Radical Rights to capitalize on the war in Ukraine for their domestic political purposes. And particular attention was paid to the National Conservative Party of Domovinski Pokret, or Homeland Movement, which is currently the third largest party at the Croatian parliament and has been antagonizing the ruling center-right party of HDZ, or Croatian Democratic Union, in a number of areas. Now, this party tried to interlink the war in Ukraine with the Croatian Domovinski Rat, or Homeland War of the 1990s. And there was a certain period during the first half of the year 2022 when there was some very powerful emphasis on the war in Ukraine, praising Ukraine's resistance to the Russian invasion. Also, some other members of the Domovinski Pokret, they praised President Zelensky for having removed pro-Russian fifth columnist from Ukrainian politics, and at the same time deplored the fact that the Croatian government allegedly keeps pro-Serbian fifth columnists active in Croatian politics. But in the long run, this party started putting a greater stress on domestic politics issues, for example, deteriorating economic situation and the galloping inflation, because the stress on the war in Ukraine in itself could not suffice for boosting its public appeal and effectively antagonizing the ruling HDZ party. And the same thing with the other parties of the more radical right that are not represented at the Croatian parliament. For example, the Croatian Party of Rights and the Croatian Pure Party of Rights. They also voiced their support to their unequivocal support to Ukraine, but their stress is mostly on anti-corruption speech and domestic issues, the economy and other domestic issues in Croatian politics. So overall, there is this, when it comes to the engagement of the National Conservative and Radical Right in Croatia, there was this common ground that they took advantage of, meaning the commonalities between the war in Ukraine now and the Domovinski Rat of the 1990s in Croatia, but their focus has been mostly on domestic politics issues. First, because this is what it seems to interest more their target groups in the Croatian electorate, and second, when it comes to the smaller parties that are extra parliamentary actors, they don't have the potential for they're too marginal to have the potential to capitalize extensively on external developments.